welcome everyone. I'm Joe Sebastian, your host tonight, and we're about to embark on an incredible journey. No passport required, just your imagination. We live in a world brimming with wonder, from the smallest pebble to the mightiest mountain, and sometimes we just need a little nudge to really see it. Tonight, we're setting our sights on a truly majestic corner of our planet called Batur of Indonesia. And we're talking volcanoes, serene lakes, and stories whispered through generations that are as old as the very rocks themselves. So, but we're not just admiring from afar, we're about to dig a little deeper. We're going to explore what makes Batur incredibly special. The things you can touch, like the unique volcanic rocks themselves and rich soils that feeds communities. And then there are things that you can't quite put your hands on, like the ancient legends and the feeling of awe you get standing before such natural power. We'll even chat about how we can all be better visitors, ensuring these incredible places stay amazing for years to come. Because appreciating the place is just about snapping a great photo, it's about understanding its heart and soul. So get ready to explore, to laugh, and maybe to see our world with brand new eyes. I can guarantee you for that. So before we tell you about the progress that could enhance Batur's beauty through our expert that we have, I want to tell you more about the explanation in the geological forms that are created within Batur. And to help you elaborate that, let me call upon our experts, our reporter who are in Batur right now. Please, let's move on to August and Delvin.
Yes, Johan, yes. Okay. We are in Batur. I'm August as a reporter. Now, a caldera is not just a normal crater, it's a huge bowl shape hole that formed when the top of volcano collapsed after a big eruption. Imagine the lid of the pressure cooker blowing off and then falling back down. That's a kind of what happened. Inside the big basin, wait, Inside the big basin is Lake Butter. It's a crateral lake that makes the view even more beautiful. This place shows how strong and amazing nature is. The black rocks, the brick soil tell a story of fire, change, and growth. It's a place that's always changing and full of life. I'm a reporter August. Back to you, Johan.
All right, let's amp up this show tonight and get sustainable. So now we're not just talking about rocks; we're talking about how to love them responsibly. So I invited some experts at my own disposal. Okay, and it's my geological dream partner. So let's give a round of applause to Juan. Come on. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
How
Mr.
are you
John.
today?
I'm good. I'm hungry.
Good too. Please sit down.
Thank you.
Okay, so fantastic to have you, Juan.
Thank you for
Last,
having me.
yeah, I'm great to have you. So we scratched the surface of Bangladesh's incredible geodiversity. So, but now we need to dig a little deeper. Okay, so we need to talk about how resources and how we can share this geological wonderland without, turning it into a giant rock themed parking lot. So, Juan, let's start with the physical goodies that Bangladesh has to offer. Okay, here we go.
So, right. Tangibly, what we boast is some incredible geological formations. We're talking about the basalt rocks themselves that is being used in a local construction. And then there's the Caldera Lake, a significant water resources and a stunning visual element, also one of the attractions in Mount Batur. And the fertile volcanic soils that supports the agriculture in the area, and of course the geothermal energy manifests in hot springs, which have been used for relaxation and even more some traditional cooking method. These are the physical assets of Mount Batu itself.
Wow, I see. Okay. Well, thank you for explaining all that to me. So, rocks you can build with, a lake you can, well, look at, and a boat you can boat on, and soil that grows yummy things, and hot water you can actually soak in. Wow, makes sense. So now I believe we need another expert to help us explain the goods in Batu that can't exactly you can people can't exactly put their hands on. So please let's invite Kenan Manuel Ferrano Hidayat. Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Kanan.
Hello, hello. Nice to have you.
Please sit down. Thank you so much. So I'm glad to have you on my team here, and I hope you can help me explain this geological wonder, the very soul within Batu itself. So please tell us more.
Thank you, Johan, for having me. And Johan, the soul of the geopark, intentionally, Butler holds immense scientific value for understanding volcanism and caldera formation. And there's the rich cultural heritage of the local community who have a deep connection to the volcano. The tradition intertwined with its cycle. The sheer scenic beauty and the aesthetic appeal are undeniable. And those sunrise views are legendary. Awesome. Yeah. And let's not forget about the educational potential. It's a living outdoor classroom for geology enthusiasts for all age. And then they have also spiritual significance. The volcano holds for the Balinese people.
Interesting. Thank you for sharing with us.
So the locals become the rock stars of this rock show. Awesome, I like it. Maybe for the audience out there who's not aware of where Batur is located, I can show you the picture right here. That's Batur in the map, the geological map itself. You can look it up. That's in Indonesia, particularly in Bali. Okay? All right, now let's move on. Now, Juan, can you tell me what kind of educational programs could we weave into this? Please.
So we could develop an interactive visitor center, I think, with hands-on exhibits explaining volcanic processes and the importance of geoconservation. Think about simulated earthquake. You can safely experience. I think that would be cool. Or like virtual reality dives into the caldera's history. We could also offer citizen science initiative where visitors can contribute to monitoring programs like tracking water quality in the lake or documenting the changes of the volcanic landscape with a of course with a proper guidance with a pro scientist or the guide. I think that will be a good interactive visitor centers activity.
That is very enlightening coming from you, Juan. Wow. So, citizen scientists, that's what you're obviously modeling about. And so, tourists become part time geologists. That is incredibly cool. So, Kenan, how do we ensure that we're not just loving Batur for its looks, but we're also respecting its delicate ecosystem itself? Can you tell us more about that?
Oh, sure. And maybe carrying capacity is the key, Johan. You know, and we need to implement limits on visitor number at sensitive site and promote off-peak season travel. You know, and we should invest in sustainable infrastructure like eco-friendly transportation within the geopark and proper waste management system. Maybe, and crucially, we need to educate people, visitor, about the responsible behavior there, and then no littering, some kind of that, sticking to marked trail, and respecting the cultural significance of the area. You know, and think of it as leave no trace, the geological edition.
Whoa. Leave no trace, the geological edition. You guys hear that? I should trademark that. So, Juan, how can we use technology to enhance our appreciation without overwhelming the natural beauty of Batur or nor disrupting the very ecosystem that lives in Batur itself? Please tell us more.
technology that doesn't disrupt the environment, right?
Right.
Mm, I think like a interactive digital maps would be awesome, you know?
Wow.
That visitors can access with their phones, where it can provide information about specific geological features
Interesting.
and trails in the mountains. So you can have a map and also like a the type of geological features
Right.
around that area.
Right.
So it could like less our consumption for physical sign, right?
Right.
And we could also use a QR code at key locations that link to a short engaging videos or audio explanation from the experts, geological experts. Maybe even with a little comedic geologist skits from them.
That's really hilarious.
Thank you, both of you, for all of your insightful information. This would really be the epitome to enhance value to the very maximum. All right,
Thank you for having us, Mr. Johan.
I'm honored.
It's good to be here, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I'm honored to have you here. All right, so that's it for our show. We wish you goodbye. Thank you for listening to all this segment. I hope this can help you and to the audience who are learning about that. So you're welcome.